Welcome back to Courtroom Chronicles. And buckle up, because this case is no ordinary DUI sentencing. Today, we're diving into the emotional hearing of Marlon Daniels, a man whose choices behind the wheel ended in tragedy. The judge has already signaled a tough sentence, 18 years in prison. But what really grabs attention is how she balances empathy for his military service with justice for the victims. Stay tuned, because what unfolds next is a lesson in accountability, remorse, and the heavy weight of responsibility in the eyes of the law.
Mr. Daniels, the court, at the request of your attorney, had a PSI ordered. And Mr. Daniels, we're going to proceed with sentencing. And each of the cause numbers, you entered a plea of guilty, and the punishment is to be assessed at 18 years in the prison. Mr. Daniels, I've had a chance to learn more about your background from your attorney, your military service. And I will tell you, I know that no one, at least I have yet to have someone come before me and say, my intention was to get drunk and go out and hit somebody, or get drunk and drive drunk. Nobody ever intends to drive intoxicated or get to that point, but it happens. And that's why I always try to stress to everybody, please, please, if you're going to be drinking at all, even if you think it's just going to be one drink, it's better just to have a designated driver, right? Okay. And I do appreciate the fact that you entered a plea, that you accepted responsibility by pleading guilty, and that you have not wavered and try to blame something else for this. I do note that you said that you couldn't remember, but you know it's true, and I appreciate that. Sometimes people will say, well, I don't remember what happened, so I'm really not responsible. But you didn't do that. And the fact that you entered a plea, and in each of these cause numbers, you were looking at 20 years. And I always tell people, when people go to jury trial, even when I was a defense attorney or as a prosecutor, I sometimes would have to explain to families, you don't know what 12 people are going to do, right? When you go to jury trial, you don't know. 12 people could say, you know what? This person before me is a military veteran. This person before me hasn't been in trouble. Yes, they did this, but we're not going to give them 18 years. Who knows? A jury may decide to have given you 2 years or 3 or 4 or whatever. You just never know. So for you to accept responsibility, for you to take the 18 years, knowing that by taking these 18 years, there is no appeal because you waive your right to appeal. I think that says a lot, even though I know that the family is in a lot of pain, because when you lose someone and you lose someone this way, it's not expected. So the court is recognizing that you entered pleas of guilty to each cause number, that you accepted responsibility, and you took close to the maximum sentence in each of the cause numbers. With that being said, and cause number 2024 CR 009218, the court will follow your plea bargain agreement as previously stated. When you entered your plea, the court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 18 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. The court will give you credit for any time served, and legally, you're entitled to any time that you have served on this case. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 009219. I'll request the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody. It's merely designed to help you maintain your sobriety, address any type of mental health or substance abuse issues you may have, so that ultimately when you're released from prison, you will maintain your sobriety. And there's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon.
May I address the court on the matter?
Just one moment.
Yes.
And cause number 2024 CR 009219. The court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 18 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. This run concurrent with 2024 CR 009218. There's to be restitution of $60 to DPS for testing. And the court will recommend the therapeutic community. There's something you wish to say, counsel?
Yes, on the PSI, it said that he had the combat risen. He did not have combat driven. So that was erroneous.
Okay.
Step number 2, it shows there were 2 priors.
And there you have it. The court finalizes the plea deal, the victim's family prepares to deliver their emotional impact statement, and Marlon Daniels is escorted out to begin his 18-year sentence. The judge's decision is firm, but layered with empathy, acknowledging Daniels' service, yet making it clear that accountability is non-negotiable. It's a powerful example of justice meeting compassion head-on. If you found this case as intense as we did, hit that like button, drop a comment on what you think of the ruling, and subscribe for more gripping courtroom breakdowns right here on Courtroom Chronicles.
Yes.
All right, your client has been removed from the courtroom. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with him?
I did.
All right. On the record, the court informed the defendant that by entering the plea, he had waived his right to appeal, so he acknowledged that. I followed the plea bargain agreement. So because I followed his plea bargain agreement and because he's waived his right to appeal, he do not have the court's permission to appeal.
I went over that with him, Judge, so he understands.
All right, thank you. Is there anything else from either side?
Well, Judge, I don't know if Mr. Sherman wanted to bring this to your attention, but because the defendant is going to be in custody, I did see that he filed motions to remove the ignition and the lock. Your motions to.
Yes, she's already signed.
Okay,
Yes, I've signed those,
no
yes.
objection to that.
All right, thank you.
And then we do have victim impact, but
All right, so who are the people here for victim impact?
was the father.
Okay.
Well, the father and husband of the victims, and then the daughter and sister.
This part might seem small, but it's actually pretty telling. The defense attorney corrects minor details. A clerical mistake about Daniels' military record and prior misdemeanors. It's not just paperwork. It's about ensuring accuracy on the record. Even in sentencing, every detail matters because it shapes how the system views the defendant. Still, it doesn't change the outcome. 18 years stands. But watching this, you can't help but wonder. Is this a man seeking redemption, or simply accepting the inevitable?